morning.
What's up, y'all? I'm so happy I finally fixed where I put the mic. It's now actually right in front of me instead of it used to be up top here. So there will not be any more terrible audio issues, I hope. But on the other hand, it's 7/21, January 12th. We are looking at just some news for this morning and waiting for the CPI report, which I think comes out in about 9 more minutes. Here's a funny picture, and anybody who's not sure and doesn't go to the Dollar Tree, I haven't been to the Dollar Tree in a while either, but yeah, Dollar Tree is no longer $1. Well, since November. But yeah, it's $1.25 now, which is crazy. Hey, so today we are we might do some later trading just because we are going to be watching a few positions I have and how they're working this morning considering the CPI report came out. So CPI came in at 7%, I think, which is what they were estimating. I think actually it came up just above, just a little bit. The month over month, I think, was like 0.2% more than they were estimating. But either way, we have I swung some Alibaba calls yesterday. I don't know if you watched my video yesterday, but I had said that, hey, if it comes down, right, and
Let's count you down to
turn this up. If it comes back down, it should retest this previous resistance that it was bumping into as a support. And the trade we took yesterday was actually, sometimes you don't really want to wait around for the exact move, and sometimes it's never going to happen. So what trade we took was, I believe we just took a scalp from 33 to like 34 with some options contracts, and I think we had like $60 or something like that. But here's what would happen if it played out. So I had said this was going to be its support. And we were done by kind of like before 10 o'clock. If we had waited till lunch, we would have seen this consolidation throughout the rest of the day, pretty much. But you can see that it held above the support. And what that indicates for everybody else is, hey, the price it broke a new high and then it's holding above the previous resistance as a support. So then all the institutional buying and all that took that as a good sign, and it was bought up quite a lot, like $3, just under $3, and then another $2 pre-market. So there was this huge gap up, which then was kind of filled, but it's kind of making its way down. It might fill again just because that's just how the stock market is. It's kind of weird like that. Here's another support. So we bought in some contracts at 39. These are some swings that were really quite short term. They expire next week. But we bought in at 39 and they're at 67 right now. So we swung it from yesterday's close, and we're up 116 right now. That's nice, right? I mean, sometimes the swings are better than the day trades, and I definitely look forward to those occasionally. So it kind of gapped twice already, so I don't think they really want to try a third time to gap down. They know that it's going to be positive, so they're going to take that as a good signal as well. And I am assuming if it can hold up, we will see it to 140. And maybe, the next move after that would be the 147. But if we can hit 140, I'd like to take those off the table. Yeah, we're at 162 right now on those, and I can show you that. And that was just swinging from yesterday. So pay loss open is 150. Pay loss day is just like $2 over because it was down $2 due to just losing some theta yesterday, as well as whatever price I got in at. So we're just watching those, as well as some other swings that I opened up on my Robinhood, anticipating um, a worse CPI report. So I'm kind of watching those in the back, and then maybe we can do our one trade during the afternoon, like as a closing bell trade. So we'll watch that too. All right, guys. Just kind of trying to keep you guys a little updated on the Baba swing. I really wanted to hit that 139. It's getting close, so maybe we should take a few off the table because my mark can be maybe a few cents off here and there. So um, I'll just try to grab that, take profit for you guys. So yeah, this level, this previous level, pretty much right there. Let's take some off the table. So we had 4 swung over from yesterday. Let's take 3 off. Just trying to get filled at 90, I believe I had it at. Yeah, 90. Bid ask is 86 to 90 right now. So and if it breaks that, yep, we're filled 3. All right, so my Baba swing from yesterday's closed $201. All right, so here is our position. We are going to ignore one of these. These are one of my swing trades. So we're just looking at this one right here. These 6 contracts of the January 14 to 230 calls. We're down $18 right now. This 223, that's a whole different position swinging from, a few days back. So we're not going to pay attention to that. My swing trade that you guys saw, you guys had a peek at, I bought relatively right here in these few days, seeing that there was going to be a just kind of like a messy double bottom here, break of this support line, break above this support, this diagonal support, and we are retest. We're making a move back up. So let's see a nice healthy move. I drew a pennant here, a bullish pennant. We could just be looking at a flag, like some sort of flag like this or something. So we will wait for that. I see a move to 223, maybe 227. We'll take half. We'll take 4 of the 6 off here. Then we'll let the other 2 try to run for the rest of the day because yeah, we don't have too much to lose from those really cheap contracts. Hey, so it is 2:01. We've been waiting around all day, and it's just a really long consolidating day. So here's my plan. I had just shown you my Alibaba swing from yesterday, right? I'll show you guys again. Here's the works of it. So the 1 hour in detail, here's what we're kind of looking at. So we bought in yesterday at close because we had this level of resistance here that it hit once, twice, broke through, right? And when it broke through, it came back down here and retested, held throughout the entire day, came back up, and essentially this breakout it held. So that kind of confirms it for the buyers that okay, we can continue to move forward. It didn't come back in during the day, um, and it had a nice pop up. So here is what I'm also thinking. You can see that Boeing right here is pretty similar, right? We can't obviously use the same, they're completely different stocks and, and everything else. But what I do think is that similarly, this tested it as resistance multiple times, but there was a really nice strong break above today. And it was a really nice strong break. On the 1 hour, it's still holding relatively really close to right above the 9 EMA. So that's really nice as well. Once we closed above this as support now, in pre-market, I think institutions, probably the big money, right? They're seeing it as okay. It stayed above the entire trading day. We can buy into it, giving it a little boost, popping it up, and I think we could be kind of looking at the same thing going on with Boeing, in the same sense. As long as it holds above this line right here as support, we can probably get a large move maybe in pre-market tomorrow morning with a pop-up after institutions are realizing, okay, well, looks good. It lasted the whole day, strong push up, and it stayed above the support. I mean the prior resistance, so it'll make it support. So now we could be looking at a nice pop up, a nice continuation up. So again, I bought I bought 6 contracts at 43. Right now they're pretty fucking worthless at $8. So we're down like $213. But here's something I might do. I could average down, buy a few more contracts at this $8 price. And we can average our price down and say tomorrow it gave us a nice little bump up. Let's just say it even came back just to let's just say it like came up to like 20. If it came back to 22, I'll have to pull up something. I'll show you guys in a second. Okay, so here's what we're kind of thinking I might do, right? Because it is holding above. If we're holding 6 contracts right now, right? If we add 3 more at the price of about like $9, we'll look at a total of $279 for our total cost. It's kind of risky because these are, expiring on Friday, so we got really bad theta, but I'm trying not to worry about the theta. I'm trying to think about the delta will gain if it pops tomorrow because it did hold above this price. And that's sometimes the crazy gains you can get if you're buying like close to expiration, but you're also, if the timing is right and the technical analysis is right and we get where we want to go, we might be able to make a nice profit off of some really cheap contracts. So with 9 contracts, then we might be looking at a $31 price per option. And let's do 9 contracts there, which gives us, this kind of just gives us the idea of so I'll show you right here. We are at 217 right now, right? So tomorrow is the 13th, right? So to break even roughly, not even break even, but we'll profit $9 if it's at 223 tomorrow, 223.5. Let's take a look at the options chain, and we're implying the Implied volatility is 34% with a $5 move implied. I'm really bad at math. Okay, so like just right there, right? So looking at the implied volatility, we are actually looking at it could swing up or down $5. We can look for a possible break even. So right now we're down 200, but if we average down with a pop up of $5 tomorrow, we are looking at a $9 profit, which sounds kind of like stupid, right? But right now we're down 200. We can average down, add more positions, bring our cost down, and then try to break even on a nice, on a play that we had originally anticipated for a higher move up, but it didn't. But we do have a lot of technicals that are on our side. So we might be able to do that. On top of this does not consider delta and implied volatility when the market opens tomorrow. So if there is a pop up tomorrow, there's going to be a higher implied volatility, which actually increases this. This called, I believe it's called Vega, and Vega changes the degree of how expensive the contracts are based on implied volatility, based on demand, right? So, and in the mornings, there's usually higher Vega because of all the orders coming in, buying and selling. So that actually usually brings up the premium as well. So this $9 with like a higher Vega might actually be like $20, at the same exact price. So let's take a look one more time. We have price points. Well, so the top was 220. The original target I had for today was 223, which was that exactly what we were looking for on that options profit? Yeah, so 223 would be our break even tomorrow. That's if it can hit that target mark tomorrow. On top of that, though, let's see, we have above that 227 is our next markup. So imagining if it could get to 227 possibly. If we could get to 227, we are looking at a $780 profit. So that's without implied volatility. That's a $780 profit. We could have base case $9 break even morning if it's at 223. And then the other, obviously, is we risk $279. I'm actually gonna buy these right now because I'm gonna try to get them for $7. I wonder if I think it's kind of moving up a little bit. Maybe like this last minute move. So I'm gonna try to get it for that 9. Okay, so we got I filled in at 9. So yeah, so that's the play we're working on right now. It's above this the prior resistance acting as a support. We are seeing a max loss of 279. We're seeing a base break even of 223 at with just like $9. And if we can get to our second target point, which again, these are my target points right here. I'm going to show you 223 was our goal for today. It didn't make it, so it might make it tomorrow. But if it breaks up above that, 223 to 227, we have our 223 there, $9 break even, right? 227, we will be holding 9 contracts, right? And we could be looking at just under $800. So then it's kind of like this. Risk 279, right? We had made that close to that this morning from the swings from the Alibaba. I think we made 200 something from that Alibaba this morning. So will I be willing to risk it? I see a similar setup to Alibaba. I see, the technicals are right for me. If this is right, we can see a really nice gain. So I bought the 3 other contracts. We're holding 9 contracts in total right now. Average trade price of $32 a contract. Pretty close to exactly what that is. So I will actually update you guys tomorrow, because we are going to have to let this one play out to tomorrow. I don't feel like taking a loss for it, um, because I feel like this is gonna actually play out the right way that it should, based on all the technicals, based on all the evidence that supports it. And worst case, we lose 279. Maybe take a smaller loss. That's our max loss. We can always take a smaller loss if we need to. Base case, we break even. I take some off and let the rest run tomorrow. But also then tomorrow we have another trade for the day. Our day trade, since this one did not count. Otherwise, it's great. It's almost 2:20. We have about then 40 minutes till market close. Um, and thank you for watching. I hope you guys got something out of that first part of the video. It was nice and informational. I hope you guys are looking forward to seeing the results of tomorrow, whether we tank or we can break even, or hopefully, just about $800 profit if we hit our second target, which would be really nice. So I'll be looking forward to showing you guys that, loss or gain, whatever. And we still have that day trade tomorrow. So thank you for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow.